Hey guys, so this is just a L1X community space, just to get folks in from the Discord and anyone else that finds L1X just through random search maybe on Twitter. So I'm just inviting up some people. I'm doing it the other way around. Like normally I'd invite some people up, then go live. But I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go live, get people seeing the space. Also, got to share it out as well. This is one thing, right? When you share on these multiple platforms, you've got to share it out as well, like with people that use them platforms. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. I'm just going to repost it out on Twitter. I'll never say X. it doesn't ring through yet. So I'm just sharing this screen at the minute. I'm going to probably share the Discord in it. Hey, Ronak.
Hey brother, what's up?
What's up? What's up? I just thought I'd switch the live on. I was chatting in Discord. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go live, bugger it, and see
You
you
got a
jump.
surprise live.
Yeah.
It was a surprise live for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just thought, why not? Because I was going to I don't know. I was gonna do some content, like, but sometimes I think live stream is content. The good thing is, right, when if I do content like it, pre-record something like maybe doing one of the blog posts or whatever, that's all fine and well, but it's a lot more engaging if I do a space, because if I do a space, people can engage with it and it's live as well, so people can jump in as well if they want to. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. I'm just trying to share my screen with something other than myself. I don't really want to be looking at myself.
Do you know the fixed time of launch?
Nah, not yet. This isn't it. This isn't it. Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden I change it. I change it to L1X 24-hour pre-launch. I think Mike and Matthew would be having kittens. They'd be like, what's going on?
Do you know something?
Yeah, I know nothing. I know nothing.
What's going on, Mark?
I'm good. How are you doing, brother?
Doing well, man. Just chilling. Is it morning or night there? Where are you? What time is it?
It is. It's hard, and it's 11:30 in the morning. Hey, Skippy, how you doing?
Hey, how you going, guys?
Yeah,
what's up,
everything's
Skippy?
good.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, we're just saying, we're gonna do like we're gonna do some content, but I thought, in all honesty, like, content's all right, but you may as well do a live video, aren't you? Because if you can bring community and it's live, it's recorded, it's on spare, it's there on Twitter forever anyhow. So it's live content. You don't even know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to come in. So
LMFG.
LMFG is going to come in.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it when he comes in though, because he spices it up a bit, doesn't he?
His stories are hilarious.
Yeah, he puts a bit of controversy in the mix.
Exactly.
So
Crypto, you were talking about the ELN. I think the ELNs are just like a couple months down the road, right?
Yeah. I think they go live in May or something. I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what Kevin said on one of the AMAs. I'm sure it was May time.
Yeah, he said May, sometime in May,
which might mean June.
Which could be in June.
Going off past record.
We should just start saying June.
Yeah, whatever they say, just add a month on. Just give yourself a buffer. I think they've been doing that anyway, though. I think they've been giving. I think now they're giving themselves buffers anyway. So I think anything they announce. Well, that's probably why they've not announced a date as well, isn't it? Because they don't want to. They can't let people down. So they've just got to kind of wait until they know for certain, I reckon, and then they'll start doing.
The 70% thing came out of left field. I wonder if they had like they didn't realize that there was so little people vesting. They're like, oh shit, 35%. We're not gonna have enough, coins being staked to nodes from people opting out of public sale, and maybe they just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder what changed so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, they probably didn't put enough emphasis on how important it was to actually get vested either. I don't think people kind of knew it was so critical that you get vested.
I didn't think it was. I mean, I did it because I'm like on top of everything, but yeah, I didn't think it was that critical. I thought, oh, we'd launch, we'd list, and then like people would vest late in May and June, and they would just, the duration of their vesting would just start later,
Yeah.
And is it really that important to have your node full of stake tokens? I mean, a node is a node, right? The work is to do the the trades and stuff like that.
Well, I think it has to do with like liquidity and like having the coins that are in circulation staked to the nodes for liquidity purposes, I believe. So and he said, like, he mentioned that it looks bad, that like he used the phrase, it looks bad when I re-listened to it. So I'd like to probably listen to it again and like try to get some context from it. But
yeah, because if you do a node on like Ethereum or anywhere else, you put your coins up, but they're collateral, right? If you're downtime, if you're trying to scam or whatever, they can take your coins or they can give you, penalties, whatever. But it's not actually nothing to do with the node hosting. The node hosting is just your computer software doing all the trades and everything, the buys, the sells, and stuff like that. It's just more of a security. And with us, it's different. With the people are staking into them and they're getting rewarded for it. Just like you normally stake on any platform. So it's not really needed, for liquidity, what you said, and to get tokens out of circulation. It's great, but it's not needed for running a host.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know
really
enough.
know.
I don't know enough about it. I just know I want as many nodes as I can get, and I want to stake as many of my own L1X against my node as I possibly can.
Yeah, I think that's the goal for all of us, man. I think, and it's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen one way or the other.
Yeah, I think the longer I think about the nodes, the more privileged I feel about having one, let alone 2, 3, or 4. There's only ever going to be, well, for the near future, 1,600, 800 of each, and then L1X goes mainstream and like it becomes this blockchain what most people hold or know about. Then you kind of that 1,600 total isn't that many, is it? I mean, I know it is to some blockchains, because some blockchains are really centralized, aren't they? And they don't have all that many nodes. But it's still a relatively small number.
Yeah, I think Ethereum has thousands, maybe tens of thousands. I don't know, but a lot.
Yeah. Well, you only need, I think you need 32 Ethereum, don't you, to be a validator on ETH?
32.4 or something, and it pays like 7 or 8%, I think.
Yeah. It's not that high, is it? I mean, if that chart what Kevin showed, like what the rewards are, it's not. A lot of them don't pay that much, do they? In reality,
8%. It depends. There's a lot of volume on ETH as well as Solana. So it would come to the same with us. We're just starting. We won't have that volume maybe for years to come.
Well, it also depends on your cost basis. So when you actually purchase the coins that you are buying the node with or staking to the node. So like if you bought Ethereum at $1,000 versus you bought it right now at 35, and then your price point drops by half, you're going to be earning half and your principal's cut in half. So it's like it doesn't make for a fast ROI at all.
Yeah,
you see,
yeah.
the coins that you have, what you're talking about, the 3,200, whatever, you need to put yourself up and they go into the node there are for security. With us, we have the node. We don't have to, I mean, we have to hold 25K, but we don't have to put them in, you know? I mean, we can't even put them in because they're vested. You see the difference?
Yeah, and then after your vesting, you will have to maintain that amount, including the staked participants. So if you had no stakers, you would have to maintain the FVN amount of coins of 25,000 coins on that node, regardless, after your vesting.
So if you're in my node with, let's say, 5,000 and it drops down to 20K, I have to put in
the difference to make sure your node stays running.
Mm.
So that's why you shouldn't sell your coins from vesting, because if you don't have your vested coins staked to your nodes and then you're not competitive enough with your commissions, you're gonna have to buy L1X or make your commission more competitive. And if you're buying L1X in 2 years from now, you're probably gonna shit yourself at the price you're buying it at if you need 20,000 of them.
Yeah.
But you don't have to sell them anyway, because you're getting rewarded, right? Like daily. So if you need some cash, you know, you can sell those coins. You don't have to sell your
True.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restake the rewards automatically from the nodes to the actual nodes until I reach my threshold amount, regardless of who's staking.
Yeah.
And then once I reach the 25K for the FBNs, then I can be like, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. Then I could figure out if I want to pair some L1X with ETH, make some LPs, you know, it'll give me some more freedom with what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone has their own strategy, of course, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's
just good to have a plan, isn't it? Because like I don't think people can probably, I don't know, comprehend just what's going to happen. Like, I mean, no one knows that in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. But if you just presume network effect's going to happen, like the value of L1X is going to go up so much that you need to maintain your nodes, don't you? You don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose the ability to stake.
It's also going to go down, right? I mean, because we're in cycles, eh? And lately they've been talking about. I was watching a video of crypto tips, and they're big YouTubers, and they were talking about the height of the bull run, November, and I thought he was talking about, because I'm thinking 2025, right? 2025. Normally, if you follow all the cycles, 2025, like November, December, that's going to be the end, you know. But they're talking about 2024. They're talking about this year, because it started that much earlier. So, you know, after that, it's great. What Ashfield is saying, you know, I mean, when it goes down, yeah, of course, you got to keep those rewards and wait for the next bull run, because that's when you're really going to get rewarded down the line. But we don't know how long this bull run is going to last. For me, I always thought it's going to be longer, but some people are saying it's going to be shorter, because the hype of Bitcoin was already before the halving, you know. So yeah, they could be right or they could be wrong, you know. No one knows, but it's hard to predict these things.
It's like, it's uncharted, isn't it? Everything's uncharted at the minute.
Yeah, I think the other side of that coin, more of a different view from what you were saying. You're thinking the bull run maybe peaks and then would start to decline in 2024, is that this could be actually a much longer cycle based on the institutional investors getting in and the Fidelities and the JP Morgans of the world telling their investors to allocate 1 to 3% of their portfolios into crypto. So I think you might actually see a longer cycle when retail hits, because retail is going to have a different avenue that's not going to be self-custody. They're going to have more institutional access, and you're going to probably see more of a prolonged cycle with liquidity increasing through these ETFs.
Yeah, that's my thought too. You know, that's not my thought. That's what they're talking about now. You know, a lot of YouTube.
I think that's more likely than it to be like a short cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same.
Yeah. I always thought that you know, the end of 2025 is going to be the top. That was my projection. You know, looking at all the other cycles, it's always been around about the same. Last cycle too was November when it hit the top. Bitcoin hit the top. Only the altcoins supposed to run after that, but they didn't really. You know, so it was really the end of the bull run. But I'm thinking the same, 2025. But there is a lot of chatter going on now that they're thinking that it's going to be the end of this year. But yeah, you don't know, and there's a lot of politics going on now. You know, you got World War III, you got digital money, whatever. So we don't know what's going to happen. It might be prolonged. That's what I'm thinking too. But it also something might happen in the world, and it ends a lot shorter than we think it does.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like black swan events as well, haven't there? Like that have caused or catalyst previous bull runs. There's something's happened a lot of the time.
Well, I also think the really interesting thing about what we're investing in with L1X is that you're like we talked about, I think on your last stream, was that we're selling shovels in a gold rush, and if you can continue to sell these shovels out, which is interoperability, multi-chain issuance, and you know, all these different things that L1X can provide, it's actually might keep us afloat longer and like actually like not give us a lot of sell pressure during these troughs and bear cycles, because even in a bear cycle you're going to be still able to grow partnerships, and everyone's going to want multi-chain and cross-chain asset issuance. I don't think it's going to be as affected, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, but for different reasons. My reasoning is that because of the, you know, digital central bank digital coins that are coming, you know, they are coming. I think a lot of people with a lot of money, they want their money safe, you know, and they don't want digital coins because they don't want to give control away to the governments and everything like that, because they can do whatever, you know. Once you have CBDCs, you cannot do anything. You cannot say to your neighbor, "Oh, can you repair my bathroom? Whatever, I'll give you a couple of thousand." You know, you cannot do that anymore. Everything is
that's out the window.
So what they're doing is they're going into gold, silver, you know, and into real estate, but also crypto. You know, I mean, it's much more safer. So that's my reasoning behind it. That it, you know, adoption is going to come. One of these cycles is going to come, and it might be this cycle. You know, we don't know. Might be.
Yeah, well, I remember watching Crypto Banter last cycle, and I mean, obviously opinions change cycle to cycle, but he like Rand was saying, like he believes this cycle will be the very last cycle where there's so much opportunity, because he reckons obviously with all the ETFs that are coming, and this was said before any of them had been approved, but just with all the institutional money coming in, the stability is going to be a lot more present. So like the ups and the downs, like the swing trading, probably going to be less than what we're used to. So I mean, I think meme coins and all that will still have that same kind of fluctuation, but I do think like your Bitcoin and your Ethereum probably will become more stable just because of the institutional money that gets into it all. Well, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, we can't tell the future, unfortunately, or we'd all be rich, right?
Yeah, I try.
I think that's good.
That's what we're here for, right? And I'm getting older. I want it to happen this cycle, you know. I don't have time to wait. Yeah, I can do another cycle, but I don't want to, you know. I want to do it this cycle, and then I want to migrate the fuck out of Europe, you know, and I just want to enjoy my life. So, yeah, I'm putting all my cash into this one.
Yeah, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait.
This is the cycle for all of us. Like, why do we want to wait? This is the one that is going to retire us, or we want to retire us.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope so.
Depends on how much you
My
invest,
mom
right?
always tells me, I hope I'm still around when you make it in crypto. I said you will be, as long as it's this cycle. You know, I want my mom to, I want to buy my mom a house. I want to travel her around the world. You know what I mean? Like I want good things.
You know, even if I don't make the money that I thought I would make, you know, with L1X, you know, because I put a lot of eggs in this basket, but you know, I'll get set up. You know, you have different kind of you know, passive incomes. Like, do you guys know Elephant Money, Elephant Futures?
Yeah.
I'm in Elephant.
Yeah, well, well, if you have Elephant Futures, you know, and you get your passive income, you know, you put 100K in there, and you pull out 5 to 6K every month, and you can live a good life in Asia, by the way, you know. But there is more things you can do, you know. There is more places where you can make passive income. So even if I don't get rich enough, you know, to leave and do, I will still go, because I will take these, like the Elephant Money, and Asfield knows what I'm talking about. But there is more things you can do. If you have like 4 different things, projects where you can get passive income, even if 2 or 3 fail, you still have one backup, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the nodes themselves, they'll be pretty lucrative, won't they? Depending on what I mean, it all depends what the stable price becomes as well. Because I mean, if you've got enough, if you look at the rewards on the nodes, even at like launch price, if you've got enough of them, there can be a salary replacement in themselves, depending on how many you've got.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of them. Elephant Money, and this one, the nodes, and then you use 2 more, and then you're set. By the way, Chris, do you have a Twitter link as well? Because Albita is asking for a Twitter link.
Yeah. I've put it's on my I'll drop it. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I was meant to post that into the chat, but I completely forgot.
Yay.
I gave her this link, but she doesn't want to come on this link. She
Yeah,
says
she's doing a housework.
Okay, yeah.
in a skimpy suit, so she doesn't want to be
Yeah,
on
she
there.
just sent me a selfie. I'm like, hoo, get on, come on. I'm only joking, Alba.
I know you're a fucking nut. Sorry, you're a nut.
Don't want to embarrass her.
So we're up to 48% already. That's a pretty big jump from 35.
It's doing much better, yes.
I wonder what our next one is. We'll probably be in the mid 50s, I assume.
Yeah, we need a lot more, but at least people are coming. See, this is why it's so crucial to keep up on all the announcements in the news and in any token or coin that you invest in. Things like this, where you got to keep up with the information, especially when it's very important to keep up with.
You kind of forget, don't you? Like, because like we're in Discord, and you can't. It's the same people, like the same community people. You might get the odd new person every now and then, but for the best part, it's the same. I don't know, probably 50 people. Some are active, some are active a little, but you kind of forget just how big L1X is and how many people have bought in, and you kind of forget about everyone that's not really keeping in touch with it and not really tracking it. And obviously, it's a lot of people, isn't it? Like, if you think really the percentage that's left, they're obviously not active. They're not in Discord. They're not on Telegram. So there's over half.
I talked to a guy today that has 700 followers, and he got a good amount of people in L1X, and none of them are vested.
Yeah, they've just bought in and just kind of left it as a lot.
I have a meeting with him on Saturday. I'm gonna get his group vested, not this Saturday clearly, but the coming Saturday on the 13th. So hopefully I can get a handful more people in by next weekend.
Yeah, hopefully they get
it's hard, mate, because it's you're so busy, you know. I mean, crypto himself too, he you know, we do a lot of trading, investing, whatever, you know, in other meme stocks and other things, and there's other projects too that you have to keep up, you know, with. And then you have your in real life job. You know, I'm a truck driver, so I work like 11, 12 hours a night. It's hard to keep up, mate. I mean, it's just hard.
It is. Really I was in a project that I got it through a launch pad, like probably 2021, and I bought it, forgot about it, and I was checking it. Because it was one of these that, like, early on in 2021, all the projects that were launching on Cardano weren't working, like, for God knows how long. So people were launching on Ethereum and then migrating over when the bridge were ready and everything. And I got into this one project and I just didn't keep up with the community. And I found it a while back and it had gone up. It was worth about $20 and my bag was worth about $800. So I got interested then and I realized I'd missed it. They'd had a cut-off period where you could bridge over, and they've basically cut it off. And now the bridging that takes place is in 2026. So basically after the bull run. So my tokens could be worth a fortune and have no access to them until the bull run comes. And it's one of them. You didn't keep up with the community, and it's kind of tough. I don't think L1X would have been so brutal. I think they'd have probably let you in regardless. But keeping up with announcements is pretty key, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that Cardano chart though, that parabolic uprise and then just the downfall, it's just.
But there is so many
scary looking chart.
We had to change wallet and everything like that. It's not easy to keep up with this project. I mean,
no, it's not. It hasn't been easy. Even us being like in tune with everything, it hasn't been easy.
Yeah. I mean, I've had tickets, submit tickets for loads of stuff because it's not straightforward. Problem is as well, like L1X, it's attracted. If you think about most projects that launch on even blockchains, they kind of attracting just degens or people in the space. But L1X has attracted so many newbies where they've just not got a clue about anything to do with crypto that it's made it even more difficult because they've allowed so many different ways to buy in and buy the token.
Well, if you think about it this way, like a lot of people were introduced to Layer 1X via EMP and other DeFi protocols. And inherently, a lot of DeFi protocols are like degen Ponzi's. Not saying EMP is, but they were, I believe, I don't know much about EMP, but a lot of these DeFi protocols kind of quick ROI, high percentage APRs, and kind of breeds this like high ROI, like get in and get out mentality. And I think that there's a lot of those probably in the private sale and public sale.
Yeah.
Maybe we all started that way, I mean,
well, yeah, I was one of them.
Honestly, it wasn't that way. When I found this, I realized that this was something special, and I was long-term from the get-go, which is something different for me because I want to make money and get out. At least I was for a while. I mean, that was a year ago. So I was really in the mentality of getting in and getting out. But now it's like, I know what L1X is. So I was all for the long haul. Yeah,
but I'm Garrett, I'm not talking about, getting out straight away. I'm just talking about let's be honest. I mean, 2023, we were going to launch, I was also going to go for the long haul, but I was thinking like, in the bull run, got to take some profit off. But I never expected it to take so long. And we've been through a lot, let's be honest. I had to change a lot of things, which I didn't like. And there's also some things that are not even there yet. Remember the mobile stuff, we was going to get the mobile stuff. We're not even on mobile, and this is, I think, very important because a lot of these guys are all on mobile. I mean,
Kevin mentioned that he is going to push for the mobile swaps as soon as possible.
Yeah,
increase like 40% of the audience or something.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the mobile one ready pretty quick, aren't they? Just basic swaps, because that's all you need, isn't it? You just need a straightforward swap so people can. That's it. You don't need all the belt. You don't need
connect.
The L1X. Yeah, you don't need the L1X app on the mobile. You just need an L1X swap.
Exactly. Yeah, because I was 100% on mobile until L1X, but since I am in it, I got the whole thing. But most people I've talked to are like, "Well, does it have a mobile app?" Well, it will, just not yet.
There's a few people pretty upset about that.
Yeah. I think it's because the L1X app, it's grown into like a monster, hasn't it? It's gone from something that probably wasn't intended to be so big so soon, and then they've kind of just gone full down the rabbit hole on the L1X app, and I think it's just taken so many resources that the mobile kind of side of things has probably got put on the back burner. And I think now realization setting in that, hang on a minute, the mobile is pretty significant, because like you say, like most people in crypto use mobile. Not using a desktop is a minority.
Yeah,
because you can't degen or you can't ape into things when you're out and about. When you're on a computer, everybody's doing it on their phones. I mean, I've known a guy who was aping into a launch, and he totaled his car because he was aping into a launch on his phone. Like,
oh my God,
don't do it. Don't ape into a launch when you're driving. But I've known people to do it. So
don't use your mobile phone when you're driving. Yeah, don't ever do that.
I told you guys, I literally on March 31st of last year, I pulled my car over and finished the transaction to buy my last top up for L1X private sale, and I don't regret it at all.
I just think if you'd have carried on driving, you might have missed it.
I was listening to some AMA on it, and I was like, fuck it. I just pulled over and just sent some money to my wallet and topped up, man. And it's been a great decision.
It has been a good decision.
Did you guys hear? Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, did you hear Mike say that they're in talks with Aerodrome, Velodrome, and Pancake Swap?
Yeah. That's pretty big, isn't it?
Did anyone I know that it was like we had this like initial shock of like we're not being listed that day, but there was a lot of alpha and a lot of good information in that AMA after like you calmed yourself down and re-listened to it, that they said some super bullish stuff that I was like, oh shit, like if they seal any of the deals that they're talking about, which a lot is talk until the ink's dry on the paper, but God, man, that would be a wild situation if they got any of those companies, or
But do you remember a while back when they had also talked about they talked with Matic, Polygon for they were pretty far along with that one, but they also mentioned AVAX and Ripple and I think another one, I don't know, but these are big boys, I mean, and that's quite a while. I haven't heard anything about it yet, but this is they were also in talks with them too for partnerships and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going, or if it's still on, or if it's off. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they generally only talk about stuff as well when they've got, I don't know, because they don't obviously want to name drop and let people down unless they've pretty like down the line in discussions, because you don't want to create false hype, do you? So when you say something, there's usually a bit of substance behind it. So I think that's why a lot of the time you don't hear anything, because they don't want to kind of get
can't
people.
say it too soon.
Yeah. So but like Pancake Swap will be. I mean, in reality, I mean, if you can buy L1X on any DEX on BSC, you're going to be pretty happy, because as long as you deal on as long as you've got BNB and you're on BSC, it doesn't really matter what DEX you use. But I just think if you get on the premium one, the one that everyone uses, it's kind of going to be better in it if you are on Pancake Swap. Even though
the thing is, I think that they were they thinking about just integrating L1X into Pancake Swap, or I thought I understood it as they were going to build a DEX on L1X.
Oh,
that's what I understood.
No,
from it,
that right there
they were trying to get another DEX SaaS company to build a DEX on L1X as a multi-chain DEX.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, they've got they're building the L1 DEX, or that were going to be like a white label kind of product anyway, wasn't it? So any other DEX could kind of integrate into it.
Well, that's why they were pretty much like DEX Finance, like do your thing, but we're also talking to multiple other DEXs. So because if they can get one of these big DEXs that has the audience, you automatically have a marketing strategy, because they will market for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's important. And that would be incredible.
It would be instant adoption overnight.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Yeah.
well,
so
that's kind of what we were hoping for, actually,
you
right?
seal one of those. Yeah, you just seal one of those big name dexes, and you're gonna see this, like you said, network effect tipping point where the actual amount of people in population you're gonna see come in is gonna be very rapid, very fast, and I hope that the amount of nodes that we have up and running can keep up.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why
that's
so
a
important to get
very
those nodes
optimistic.
allocated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very optimistic point of view, though. We could be, chilling and just riding the like, 75-cent, 50-cent range for a while until we get more people and more transactions and more partnerships.
Yeah. Or it could just be
Or
like
not.
one of those overnight successes where boom, it takes off and we're on all the centralized exchanges in a week or two. It could happen that way, or we could build slowly.
It will take off. It will take
I
off.
think it'll take off.
I think it'll take off too.
Because it doesn't have any, it has zero sell pressure, so it can only go one way up. I mean, I was in another private sale before, and they actually they went like a 9x, the first couple of weeks, because our vested coins were not coming in like a month later. When they
I'm gonna buy a shit ton at launch. I'm gonna buy a lot more at launch.
Huh?
I'm gonna buy a lot more at launch.
You would what?
I'm gonna buy a lot more tokens at launch. A lot more coins at launch.
Yeah.
Well, that depends.
It will be not vested.
$2-3. I mean, I won't. But if it stays around 50 cents, yeah, of course.
If it stays under $1, what's up, Ronak?
You could buy them for a short term because you don't need to vest them in the expert.
Yeah, you could flip them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy them right away and flip them. Do whatever you want when you buy them right away. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, like Skippy said, there's just going to be this low amount of sell pressure because of the tokenomic vesting design that they had that everyone was upset about. But I think it's also quite genius that they, we're gonna
I wasn't upset at all, actually.
Once now that we've all accepted it and we understand that this is like really great for the project.
When the coins come out, it will dip, mate. It will.
It'll in 3 months. But it might be at like 10, might be at $5, and then it'll go down.
Maybe $10, $10,
and then
$5,
and then it'll just go down 20-30%.
Yeah, what they got to do though as well though, when these milestones come where vesting unlocks and people can sell tokens, they got to have catalysts where they announce something to create buy pressure. So even though you will get excessive sell pressure, you'll get an influx of buy pressure as well, so it might not go down as much. That's if the news is big enough to get an influx of new buys. Depends what the announcements are going to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, 3 months of
the announcements,
3 months of live trading.
If they time the marketing and the announcements just right at the times when people are getting their vesting coins, then it would be great, and it has to be big.
Yeah, that's why I was so disappointed, that he wanted to, grab every inch of the crypto world, with the healthcare, with the space cards, with the, aggregator and everything like that. Because my strategy would be different, the same way you guys are talking about now. I would just launch, and then every time you bring something new, there you got your news, you got your marketing, and then grow while you're already live. That's my strategy, So, but I think they're going that way now. They're going that route now. But before they were just building one thing 80% and then start building the next thing while this one wasn't even finished yet, Yeah. But this would be better if they do that. Bring out catalysts like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and as well, like you don't really know like how there's milestones what are gonna just create FOMO as well, just through getting user adoption. Like you think about it, right? The second it goes on, like Coin Bureau does an organic article on it where it's not a paid promotion, it's just them doing like a full show on L1X, or you've got like Crypto Banter doing the same, or any of these really big names. Them are going to be huge catalysts in themselves just by them talking about it, and it's going to happen as well. Like, it's not something that's not going to happen. It's just when it's going to happen.
If you get on Coin Bureau, you've made it. You've made it.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Coin Bureau,
Absolutely.
it's the most credible show in crypto, isn't it? Above everything else.
Yeah, you've absolutely made it as a layer 1 blockchain if they're mentioning you.
Yeah, I mean they already know about it because I think they've done like some kind of paid promo on it previously. And like,
yeah, it was just an article from one of their like interns or something. But
yeah. But then they're completely aware of it. It's one of them, though, isn't it? Proof's in the pudding. They want to see it working.
Yeah, you gotta have a working blockchain and a actual price of your coin.
Yeah, exactly.
And a listing. So
yeah, it's got to be live.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, no one's looking into it because we don't have a coin to look at.
Yeah.
Give me a chart.
Even a lot of the people that I shared with to invest in said, "Well, I'll invest when it's live."
Yeah,
which is great. You should tell them when it's live.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will.
We need.
Oh, yeah. Like as soon as I know it's live, it's like they'll know.
I have a list of people that I'm
liquidity, Garrett.
Yeah.
Exit liquidity. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that I told that did get in anyway. I mean, like Mark and I brought the DeFi dojo over here, and they brought enough people in. So
that was really cool.
Just
by the way.
Yeah. Like it took me, dude. It took me almost a year of telling them. Yeah. Well, probably like 6 months, and then finally, like my reputation kind of grew over time, and they realized I wasn't just bullshitting them. You know, I'm an honest person, and I just wanted them to have an opportunity, and it worked into something really special. So I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Bring
with
good
that,
people together. Bringing good, honest people together is important in this space.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, there's not many of them about when you're surrounded in meme land, in DGen world. You're surrounding yourself with a lot of it's different when you come into a space like this, isn't it? And that's the thing, a lot of people are so conditioned to rugs and scams that when they get something that's like this, they can't think different. They still got that mindset. Oh God, what if it's a rug or a scam? And it's because people are just
the most elaborate scam of all
time. People are just conditioned to bad news.
They are, which is unfortunate. It'll over time, hopefully that goes away as things progress in crypto. But for now, it is what it is.
Yeah, that will never change, mate, because it's too easy to set up something, and just launch it, especially on Solana.
Yeah.
So it'll probably stay that way. But if you don't want to go there, you don't have to go in the memo. You can go. There are enough blue chip coins out there that you can trade or you can invest in. So it's like crypto said, that space is just so corrupted, mate. 99% is bullshit.
It is. Like Silverback said, it's sad. It is.
Yeah, I'm just posted the link in that chat if anyone wants to jump up. Because I think Silverback.
Did you guys hear any other good alpha or any other good information from the last AMA that were little sneaky alphas that you picked up?
Cody said something. I don't remember what it was. He had one thing, right? It's a psycho. He said something. What was it? I don't remember.
What was it?
I know. Well, we were talking about.
It was near the end.
Yeah,
it was kind of near the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember what he said, but it was some alpha, or he said half or something. But anyway, something leading to something.
Yeah,
you guys need to pay more attention, guys.
Oh, Skippy.
I pay attention, but I forget later on. That's the thing. I sleep on it, and poof, it's gone.
I'm gonna
go back and listen again.
I'll rewatch it again tomorrow, or re-listen to it again tomorrow.
I'll re-listen to it while I'm cooking or cleaning or something, and it'll catch on again.
Yeah, they dropped.
Refreshing my mind.
They dropped
You know,
quite a
sometimes
lot.
there's a
They dropped a lot.
yeah, it was a lot. It was.
I think at the time, a lot of us were worried
I know.
about it not launching, and then information came, and then it's like, oh wow, like
Yeah, Mike
there's a lot.
was talking about connecting cities. That they're in discussion with connecting cities to L1X. So I don't, and talking about like even things like, I don't know, like paying utilities, like getting cab rides, literally anything, any form of exchanging money in a city, where you can use that, where you can use L1X. So I mean, that's going to be pretty big.
That's insane.
Yeah, bring in a city on. Imagine bringing Manhattan on board, and you're in Manhattan, and L1X is like the currency.
LA, yeah, London.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that'd work because you've kind of got to onboard people into blockchain and crypto or something or other, aren't you?
Dubai.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, they're already onboarded with crypto over there for the most part. So
yeah. There's a Bitcoin country, isn't there, or something? Or there's a Bitcoin. I can't remember what it's called now. There's some place, I don't know. I think it's in the US, and it's like everything's payable in Bitcoin. It's like lots of people that have Bitcoin live there, like creating like a Bitcoin oasis for hardcore Bitcoin people.
It was a very small country, I think.
You can just hang out.
I know El Salvador is doing it.
It's probably like a big gated community just full of Bitcoin like that, possibly.
Yeah, and Venezuela too, right?
Yeah, El Salvador is. I don't know about Venezuela. Argentina's about to probably get rid of their central banks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Well, if you need a wheelbarrow full of currency to buy a loaf of bread, you know there's something wrong, don't you?
Slowly getting there with our currency.
Yeah, that's the thing. And a lot of people, like, when you look at everything's getting expensive, but it's like, the fact is the currency is just worth less and less and less. That's why it's getting expensive, because you don't get as much for your money. Same here, like everything's getting more expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know, like my brother's in the UK, and the utilities over there, the gas and electric, they're like 3-4 times more than they were like 8 to 10 years ago. Like, people can't afford to pay the utility bills.
Well, the problem is income isn't increasing as fast as the cost of living.
Yeah.
So,
and then like, because unfortunately humanity are basically, I don't know, conditioned to just follow supreme leaders and believe everything they get told. The rise of inflation, what government put out, is complete and utter nonsense. Like, they give you inflation figures. I think in the UK it's like 7 or 8%, and in reality it's probably 30%. But they only include favourable amounts, don't they? They don't look at like, if you look at fuel, gas, electric, your rates. I mean, food.
Yeah, it's not real inflation.
It's not real. Nothing's gone up. If everything had only gone up 7 or 8%, it wouldn't be that much of an issue, would it?
No, it's much more than that.
Yeah, and it hasn't. The most inflation is on the taxes. Well, in my country anyway, because let's be honest, all these wars that they are waging and this climate bullshit, everything, that's what we're paying for, in our taxes, and that's why everything is getting more expensive. Mic drop?
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, you're right. What we really need is a really good meme coin.
Yeah, we do. I think we have it, right? Hey,
to distract us, to distract us from all the poor news on inflation and the cost of bread. We need a funny meme coin.
Yeah, and a beard wearing pants. That just fits the bill perfectly.
Beard with pants, baby. Hey, I showed some friends tonight, and they giggled. I showed them the first drawing that you made, because I said I was talking to people and I said, you know what, we were just in a chat and this guy shows us, showed us what we wanted to see what he was drawing, and it made us giggle. And I said later on that night I was watching Bob's Burgers and all of a sudden it came to me. I thought Beard with Pants and just started giggling out of nowhere. Like,
that's what we would need to bring some joy and some humor into this.
And that's it as well. Like Beard with Pants, you could have a spin-off from it, couldn't you? It could be like a Bob's Burgers type cartoon, couldn't it? Beard with Pants, its own little spin-off going out there.
So cool, man.
But you know what Ashfield is saying, he's actually right. You know, it's happening as we speak. You know, I mean, you said we need a meme to keep our minds off everything that's happening in the background. You know, that's exactly what's happening. You know, if you look in the world, if you look through all this political bullshit and all this news and all this lying and all this stuff they're doing, it's one big meme, mate, to keep you occupied. You know, from what's really happening. It's real life.
There's a theory that says like the large like old dictators and governments created sports to distract the populace from their actions.
Yeah. And those like the meme coins to distract from the populace. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's always something new coming out to distract us from what's really happening in the world.
It's a theory. It's a theory.
And we're always coming out with more things to distract us from what's really going on because we don't want to be distracted by the things going on. It's a vicious cycle, is what it is.
Well, we could use the community's help with creating more beard memes.
Yes.
So we'll have a competition on top 5 memes that will be. We're gonna think of a prize for everyone, but they'll definitely be put on the Twitter account of Beard with Pants, and we'll make sure your name is tagged for bragging rights. But it's going to be a fun little project that we're all working on. We've created the roadmap, the website's being created right now. We're getting memes together. We already have a developer that is waiting for the wallet SDK on L1X so that we can create the token and the LP. This is all your alpha, guys. This is your alpha. And
participated in Polygon.
I didn't personally, but the Polygon is part of the roadmap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. We're gonna try to launch within a week or two after L1X's listing, once the wallet SDK is up.
Yeah, and that's the crucial bit, isn't it? Get in as quick as possible so you can just follow the market cap of L1X all the way up.
And it's gonna we're gonna
30 more NFTs left. 30 more NFTs left for the giveaway in the Polygon.
Oh, nice. We're gonna create utility for the token as well. It's not just gonna be a shitcoin. We're all deciding together for the community to create like a DAO membership via NFT that will actually buy Beard off the market and burn it, which will create deflation, like a deflationary mechanism. We're also gonna I'm gonna lease or donate one of my ELNs to Beard in an effort so that Beard L1X can be staked to that node, and then you'll be able to earn rewards off staking. So there's a lot in the works right now that we're creating for the community.
That's what's pretty unique. That's what's pretty unique, isn't it? Because most meme coins that offer staking, there's nothing backing them up. So they're just basically giving out tokens and deflationary. Like you've got something with a utility behind it that's backed by a node. And even the grant, what Kevin's on about, like the first projects that launch are going to get, not necessarily a grant, but they're going to get access to L1X. Like that in itself, if you were the quickest to launch.
With the node, I'm thinking that out of the 100% that, I might donate my node. I'm going to probably donate the entire node. So what I'll do is to the wallet that we're going to use, and 50% of the commission will go to, and we'll vote on all this, but I think 50% will go to the community, and the other 50% will earn in L1X, and we'll sell half, pair it with Beard, and create protocol-owned liquidity that will be locked. The more locked liquidity we create a price floor and that will help Beard tokens stay up and create a price floor over time. So we'll eventually be able to hodl L1X and Beard as protocol and liquidity as an LP.
That'll
Not
be pretty
degen
good.
at all. That's definitely not any degen play for real.
We've put some thought into it, and
Yeah.
I think this is a
See
great. We'll have a deflationary mechanism, and we'll have a mechanism where we're taking circulating supply off the market and locking it in a POL or protocol and liquidity kind of style. So I think it'll work really well, and we're going to also give back to charities for preventative health for men, for skin cancer, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a pretty cool project that we're all working on, and I'm really happy to see that we have some audience and community behind it, and we'll be the first interoperable meme coin on L1X.
Yeah.
Right? Like the first interoperable meme coin.
And the fact that it's community owned as well, and it's not some third party, some just general meme that's let's launch on L1X like now. This which they can do, but this is like going to have L1X at its core. That's what makes it special.
What happened to the
real community OG is launching? I'm sorry, say that again.
What happened to the grandma coin?
We're running with Beard.
Yeah.
Grandma is out the window, mate. Long time ago.
That's showing Cody's age. I don't think anyone would want a grandma coin. Sorry, Cody, if you're watching. Sorry, Cody, if you're watching this, but grandma's a bit.
But do you remember? I mean, that was the narrative, right, from the start. The people that were here from the start. I mean, should be so easy that even grandma can use it. Well, even you and me,
grandma with beard,
having problems.
The freak show.
It's taking so long that you can grow a beard.
There's a sideshow bearded lady.
So, Ashiel, do you have a group already, like a Telegram group, or
we do. We have a Telegram group up.
I thought you'd have been in it.
Yeah, I thought you were in it. No,
I thought you were in it.
No, I didn't know, mate. I mean, you guys don't tell me anything.
I actually thought you were in it. There's a Twitter.
It was given on live. It was given live.
There, Skippy, I'll send it to you in the general chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
I'll put it in the general
I'll be sharing it on Discord. Skippy, I'll be sharing it on Discord.
Even got a Discord?
No, not yet. We're not going to do Discord yet.
Not there yet.
I'll be sharing that link to Discord.
Managing a Telegram is more than enough, I think. And to be honest,
Telegram and Twitter is good enough for the moment.
To be honest,
you don't need a Discord for a meme coin.
Yeah, meme coins are Telegram. They're not Discord.
Yeah, no, it's a meme. It's a Telegram, Twitter type of thing.
You know who's been really, really helpful has been G Heaven has been incredible with the graphic design. Fur has been absolutely incredible with the website and graphic design on his end too. I mean, we really have like a great team so far, and it's really coming together. So I will let everyone know, and we'll be as transparent as possible, and we'll do community votes, and we'll make sure that everyone gets in on the liquidity provision, and we'll spell it out for everyone and make sure that it all goes smooth.
Pre-sale, fair launch.
Did Albida verify her bid before she came into the group? Because I just see Albida in the group.
Yep, she's got in.
Did she verify her bid?
She verified your beard.
I don't think you don't need to have one to join.
No, I'm just kidding, mate.
No, yeah.
She can wear a mermaid beard.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. A mermaid beard.
Skippy, I will take you, right?
I'm a D-man
Skippy, I will take you
on Telegram.
I see you.
Yeah.
Did you have any problems getting into the TG, Skippy?
No, I just cannot send messages yet, but this is probably just only because I just came in.
No, that's weird. You should be able to just, I don't know.
There's a beard down below there.
Yeah, I cannot send messages to Ronak. Ronak just sent a message, but I cannot send a message.
Did you press here to grow a beard on the bottom? You have to do the captcha if you didn't press that.
Hey, Silverbacked, you're on. Hopefully you can speak now. Hopefully.
Yeah, can
On
you
the
hear me?
bottom here,
Yeah.
it has a
Yeah,
captcha.
I can
on the
hear you.
bottom.
Yeah,
You
I
hear?
just changed
Oh,
to
wait.
my tablet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, then you solved the capture. All right. Okay. Yeah.
There you
Good
go.
one,
You
Gareth.
got it. Cool.
Sorry, mate.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been up.
So
You've been up a
And
couple of
normally,
times.
you
but
go
then
into a
keep-
portal, you do that, and
Yeah.
you guys do it in the main
Yeah.
chat already.
Yeah, you do it
That
in
was
here anyway. Yeah,
hard.
you do it in the main chats a lot of times.
It was very hard. I just needed to press a button, and that's all. Normally, you have to do like 3 + 7. How much is that? Or click this one, click this one. But
Is this
yeah.
Is this your first time up speaking,
This is
Silverback?
my
I can't
first
remember
time.
actually.
Silverback, what's up, man?
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Yeah, it's actually, I think it is the first time. Yeah. I usually do like Twitter Spaces for different chains and stuff like that every Sunday. But yeah, I haven't actually been up and spoke to you guys directly, but just only in the chats like typing. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice to. So what do you do? Just go on different spaces on weekends.
I actually host a space for Pulse chain. Yeah, so it's just just a bit of a passion project, just one of the things I'm involved in the community. I work closely with a couple of the protocols, and I've sort of made a few good relationships there. And so yeah, it's just like a bit of a safe space where I just invite the protocols building on that chain where they can just come and, on a Sunday my time anyway, come and have a chat. And just updates and announcements, sort of similar to what you do, Crypto Psycho.
Yes, you'll be getting alpha then as well. You'll be getting all the alpha for all these chains, and projects, and protocols.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because yeah, it has worked out that way, and that was pretty much by design. I mean, if you work with someone that's involved in the development of something for long enough, they're eventually going to turn around to you if they think you make some sense, and say, "Be working at this," and I go, "Oh, I know what you're going to do next." Or you suggest something, and all of a sudden you see it come out in an announcement or some code, and it's really quite gratifying to know other people got behind an idea that you thought was good too. And yeah, it's good. It's good to see it all come out. Organically, yeah.
Are you on the East Coast?
We talking Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Melbourne, but I'm actually at the moment, for the last 5 years, I've been in Christchurch, New Zealand. That's where I am currently.
Ah, right, shit. So what time is it there now? Like 6 in the afternoon or something?
What is it? 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I got a brother in Perth. I lived in Perth for 2 years.
Oh yeah. Where
I lived in Scarborough.
Damn, you lived in like the most cool place in Perth. That's where that's where I want to move. Like, it's got like such a good vibe about it. It's like a proper holiday vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very, very true. You got Hillary's Marina and all that sort of stuff. That Trig and Scarborough sort of area. It's pretty nice. I used to. Nice. I was around about 20 years old when I was there, and as young, you got in the evenings you jump in the car and you just like drive up and down the West Coast Highway, try not to get nabbed for and just
I used to always go to Trig's beach down there when I lived in Perth when I was younger.
Yeah, my older brother was into diving and doing like shore dives, like just going straight off the beach. Yeah. I wasn't so into it. Like, he'd find a scavenger shark like sleeping on the floor, and he'd bring me in close, and then he'd just like nudge it, and all the sand would go up, and I would panic, and it's like, because I was scared of sharks. I still am.
Oh my god, what a dick!
I think that's a good reaction to it. You want to be scared. You want to be scared of sharks. That's like a normal reaction, I reckon.
You know how
it is normal.
You know how you're supposed to come up slowly. You know when you press the BC. You know they just like you got to slowly come up if you've gone down deep. I wasn't that deep, luckily. I just went and swam straight into the beach. You know, I said, "Yeah, I'll see you later."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happier on the beach. The view was better as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, that I'm sorry that he put you through that trauma. Like, diving's so awesome.
It is. It is. I did some really nice diving. That probably we probably weren't supposed to be diving there, but like freshwater, at night dives and stuff like that. You know, catching redfin and stuff like that. That wasn't too bad, but it was just cold. But the best diving I've been has been in Whitsundays.
Beautiful. I've never been.
Where's
but
that?
It looks beautiful. doesn't it?
Queensland. Well, the Whitsundays Islands, Whitehaven Beach. That was. I mean, you just stick your face into as soon as you put it into the water, like 10 centimeters. All of a sudden, it's a whole new world, and like the
Oh my god, I'm looking it up right now.
sea life everywhere. It's just the water is so crystal clear.
Them Whitsunday
Yeah.
Islands are probably the most beautifulest islands in the world, aren't they? Just elite.
They are. You don't even need dive gear. You just like a snorkel and face mask, and you will have an absolute ball. Just like it's just like beautiful. Even the water's just so warm.
Yeah, my brother went.
It looks insane.
It is. It's an experience.
My brother went to Hamilton Islands, and like the pictures and video what he sent back, it's like, gee, wow, just looked out of this world.
Yeah, you sometimes see pictures and you think, oh, I wonder if it was that good, But yeah, no, it is that good. I still remember it. That was in my early 20s. I'm sort of in my mid 50s now, so yeah.
You're in your mid 50s. Yeah. You've got like a voice of like you sound like you're in your 20s. Shows your voice doesn't represent your age, does it?
Yeah, nah. Well, yeah, I suppose it's like how you speak and all that sort of stuff. Like I've always been pretty young at heart, so
yeah.
I don't see any. I'm 53 now, so I don't see many 53-year-olds interested in the same music I'm into. Talk about the same sort of things that I'm interested in. Like I mean, the average 53-year-old doing crypto. Like I don't think so. Maybe in the future.
Yeah. Well, I got told the other day I was in a space and they said, "Oh, you're old for crypto." I thought, "Thanks." And I'm 40, I'm 47, and like, but then I think, well, if I'm old, what's Skippy? Skippy's like
54.
It's not an age thing, is it? I don't think it's an age thing. I just think it's like one of them that you probably. I reckon in spaces there's probably more young guns in spaces, but. There's still a lot of it's still very diverse. There's a lot more women in crypto now as well, which is nice.
It can be.
Because when you're in
the meme space, where we're playing around, it's mainly young. Yeah, that's true. But the big coins and everything like that, you got a lot of older people in crypto, but they just don't do the things that we do. Like you say, in spaces, AMAs, and all these Telegram groups and all these MemeCoins and stuff like that. So yeah, we're a bit of an outsiders, Silverback and me. I'm also 54.
Yeah, we've got G Heaven in the house, the guy behind the original. The
graphic designer.
Graphic dude.
He's the man.
The man.
Yo.
Smith. Yo. Mr. Heaven in the house.
The famous.
What's up,
graphic designer? You've been doing good, man. You've been doing a great job.
The Photoshop man right there.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear. I am not an artist. I'm not a graphic designer. I'll just say this: I'm a manipulator in the sense of art, and that's all I'll say. So please do not call me an artist because I'm not.
You fooled me, man. That's art, man. Gee, that's beautiful art you made. I don't know what you're talking about. Take credit for that, man. That's
I can't, bro. I can't. I just like to manipulate art in a sense, so that's about it. I don't want to call myself an artist though.
Well, but you're very humble. I think you're an artist.
And like I want to do as much as I can for Beard with Pants. And And to be honest, so a lot of stuff going on right now, just in real life. And pretty soon I'll be on vacation for a while too. So I'm going to be MIA.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah. So if anybody within the community, does art, like please join and feel free to like make art. Like I think that'd be really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if people want to help out, I would appreciate it too.
Yeah, the more memes that you can do as well. I think as well, if anyone's got access to like Midjourney too, because you can put in some really cool prompts now, can't you? And add in art and stuff and get some really amazing results. I don't have Midjourney myself.
My Dolly like stopped working for some reason. You guys, you know what I'm talking about? Dolly on Chat AI.
No.
That was a great tool, man. I really enjoyed that.
Could you put in like images and create stuff off images?
You could, but I don't know what if my VPN is fucking it up or something, but for some reason it wouldn't let me create the photos anymore. So I was pretty bummed about it. But I think I'm gonna mess with it again and try.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've not got. I think OpenAI are doing something down the road, like unless it's out now, but I'm sure there's something coming from video similar to what Midjourney does. That's free, open source.
yeah, I think you got to do it on Discord though.
No, I'm not. The only AI I use is Copilot on Bing. So that's the only one I use.
I tried using that for the first time yesterday or the day before.
Oh yeah.
I just I recently I'm just recovering from having a heart attack actually. But I'm okay now. Like I just need to rest.
Is that getting wrecked on too many meme coins?
Yeah, I think it was. No. But I'm feeling like terrible, and I was on these like 5 different medications and all that sort of stuff. It's been about a week, and then I got to start doing some research into some of this stuff, and I came across one of them in particular, and I wrote this scathing sort of article because I do Medium articles sometimes about all the stuff that was hidden in the last drug trials, and I put it all up. I put it all through Copilot, and I said rewrite this, keep it all exactly how I've written it, but just check it for spelling. The thing wouldn't actually do it. And it would actually go, here's a version that we've rewritten for you that'll be more suitable to post if you're going to use it in an article. And I thought, I don't want all your biases and toning down what I'm saying. I wanted to say exactly what I'm saying. It wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so that's got like filters on it to put it basically do what it wants itself rather than what you want it to do.
It was pretty anti this particular pharmaceutical company, but yeah. You know, it was all true. Yeah. But I found I've tried Multi-On, which is an AI agent. That's Multi-On. Yeah, the word multi-on. Yeah. O-N.
I've heard of that.
They're pretty good, but yeah, their Discord is how you get into their beta. I tried their paid version of it. They're really good for articles and stuff like that, but I've never tried anything for artwork. So
yeah,
someone else would probably have more experience with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've used AI art, but it's never been able to add images. It's descriptions, and then it gives you the images. But I want to use one that's free, where you can put in the images, and then you can create like alternatives from that, or create video from that. But
yeah, it makes sense.
Because that's how you see a lot of art where they'll put a branding or a logo or something, and they'll capture that into a video, and you think, shit, that is like awesome. But
yeah,
I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for Midjourney.
Yeah, like everyone that does a service or an agent or something like that, they're always got, okay, it's this. Here's the beta. You can use it like once or twice a day or 3 times a day, and then to go into the pro, you know, where you get like multiple requests, it's $19 a month or or something like that, and it's like, it starts getting out of control if you've got all these subscriptions going everywhere. You really got to know that you're getting value out of it to
Yeah,
commit.
I mean, Canva does AI integrated, and I pay for the pro version. But again, it is good. Like you can do some really good images from art, but it's not got to the point yet where you can add your own art into it. And I think it'll come.
Yeah,
Canva's really good for content and stuff. But
I've used them before. They're not so good at holding your your password secure though. They did have a data breach a few years back.
oh
But,
yeah,
so I use something that's unique. But outside that, I've used them. They've been pretty good.
yeah. I just use Google. I use Google to log into nearly everything. I'm lazy. Probably not the safest thing to do.
Yeah. No, that's well. Hopefully, when we got digital ID, we can use multiple layers of our social medias to confirm who we are.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. You think about like owning your own seed phrase, and like it's got its own vulnerabilities. But then you look at, if you think about the crypto exchanges you connect to, like I use Gate.io, and like I just think the three-step authentication, like they send you the text message, they send you an email, and then you've got to do the Google the two-factor authentication. I mean, it's almost, I mean, I don't want to say impossible, but it's very unlikely you're going to get a data breach when you've got three different mediums. I mean, unless someone has you under duress. But then if someone's got you under duress, you're screwed. Whatever you use, aren't you?
Yeah.
Correct. The old wrench attack.
Yeah. I mean, someone's got you at knife point. You've not really much options, have you? Unless you've got like fail-safe, like this is where you need like a backup in it. You need, because I know with some alarm companies, like if you've got private security, you'll have like an under duress kind of password. So it'll kind of disable entry to your property, but it'll also like alert security that you're under duress. So you could probably have something like that for like a seed phrase, where it basically you put your seed phrase in, it opens up your wallet and you've got nothing in it, or you've got very little in it, like a backup wallet.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Isn't there some sort of seed phrases where there's the last seed word or something like that, where I'm not sure what you call it, but it's where if you were held up, you could log in and there'll be like a token amount in there, and it looks like it's all genuine, and it doesn't actually show your full account or something like that. There's a name for it, Sanderson or something. Anyway.
Oh, so something that's doing the same thing, like backup kind of under duress kind of entry into your wallet.
Yeah. I think it's through Trezor or Ledger. It's an extra word on your seed phrase or something like that, where if entered, it'll still bring up your wallet, but it won't show like all your funds, or it'll show some dummy account that you created.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
There's a name for it. The word starts with S, and I forgot what the name of it is, but so in that exact scenario where you go, someone's going, dude, bring it up, or you're gone. You could bring it up and go, here you go.
Yeah, take it, have it, do what you want with it.
It's like the empty safe in front of the full safe that's behind it.
Yeah, we all need one of them. Scary thing, isn't it, when you start thinking of what.
Yeah, right.
Thing,
Is that the truth?
Yeah, I don't have enough money for that shit yet.
Yeah.
We out here pretending we're targets. No honeypot here.
Yeah, honestly,
trust
though,
me.
I mean, we
No
could
one's
be
coming
intended
after me.
targets eventually. So, depending on what everybody has in L1X, we could definitely be targets in the future.
Let's hope.
Well, I mean, anyone that's got into, I mean, pick a blockchain. I mean, if you've got into a serious blockchain at a private round, fast forward a cycle, you're probably pretty much set for life, aren't you? I don't think
If we go over five, I'm deleting Discord and Telegram, and then also see you later, guys.
Yeah, I keep thinking like I don't really want to, like how much of a influencer do you really want to be? Like you think about like Crypto, the Moon Carl. Like, can these guys walk around without security guards? Like, pretty much doubt it. You've literally got to be careful where you go, aren't you, and who you mix with.
Going to
I mean,
crypto
if we
events
go,
and
if,
blockchain events wearing masks and having, you know, an entourage around you. And
if we go over 5, we're gonna have if we go over 5, we're gonna have network effect, and it's just
5
gonna
billion, yeah.
we're gonna go a lot faster and a lot bigger than we think very quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
pretty.
that number will get things going.
Yeah,
Right?
once you get over 250 million market cap and people start realizing who you are, what you are, you're gonna grow very quickly.
You gotta have
exciting.
that ooh moment. These guys are actually doing it. Yeah, yeah. That's true.
it's gonna-
Billion, they start looking at you real hard.
Oh, the billion and no, we'll be jumping faster.
Yeah.
much
Yeah, once
faster.
we get to
$1
one, once we get
ridiculous.
to, yeah, once we get to $1 billion, I don't reckon it'll be long before you're at 10 billion.
Yeah, exactly. I think the movement from 1 million to 10 billion might be faster from 22 million to 250 million.
Yeah.
No, we're talking like what? It's just a little over a 10x from 22 to 250. So
$5 seems like a joke to me, man. That seems so easy.
it does. Honestly, yeah, $5 is like,
That's nothing.
It's gonna be here. Yeah, that's why
I mean, 220 million market cap. That's really not much, man.
Bro, I'm in these little ETH projects, man, that are doing that. That their tech isn't even on. It can't even compare to L1X. So it's just funny to me thinking about it.
Shit tech, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a few of them.
Yeah, well, you.
Is the calculator is updated?
Now you look at a lot of these blockchain, a lot of these projects, and like you go in the Telegrams and the Discord, and they're talking about all the tech that they've got and what they're doing, and you think you're talking out your ass, but you're talking to retail investors that haven't got a clue, and they're just basically pulling the wool over people's eyes, aren't they? We've got this. Look at all the AI projects there are, like all the AI, and most of them don't really do anything different than any other. They're just ChatGPT wrapped up in a token.
Yeah, there's a few like that for sure.
Hey, real quick, Crypto Psycho, what made you come on tonight, man? Because first of all, like the whole 72-hour thing you did, man, I just want to say I really appreciate that. That was so cool, and I enjoyed like hopping on or just listening to you. So yeah, what made you come on tonight?
Well, first off, I did get some sleep in that 72 hours. It wasn't continuous. Like I had I think 6 hour. I think I had like 6-7 hour naps in between. But no, I were in the Discord and I thought I were actually gonna do some video content. But I'm like, in reality, content's content. And if I do like I don't know, something on YouTube and upload it and like put it out there, it's no different than doing a live. But if I do a live, it's interactive. Community get involved, and it's also it's also content as well. Cause it's on my YouTube, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook. Like this is going out now to my Facebook, my YouTube, Kick, and what else? Instagram as well. So it's going out across different socials. So I think it makes more sense just to do lives, because if you can get people on and get people in conversation, it's bringing more awareness to L1X, isn't it? Really.
For sure.
I'm really happy you did, because I was missing these conversations actually.
Yeah, like I know you were gonna do your 24-hour one whenever that was, when we had the official date for TGE or the token launch. And I was like, hey, I hope it's sooner than later, because I enjoy these spaces as well. So I'm glad you popped on tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably do them more regular. But like the thing is, the shorter they are, the more regular they can be. Because if you end up doing like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hour, you can't do 4 or 5 hour every night, because I don't have the time free in a day to do it. But like if you keep them to like an hour to 2 hours, you could realistically, you could do them every day or every other day, and people can often jump in. Like I think it helps today because it's obviously it's weekend, isn't it? So most people. I mean, to be honest, we've probably got more
That's
people in here. We've got more people in here now than I think like the 72 hour live. Which is pretty good. And I know people. There's other people in this chat that have also got beard with pants notification switched on because I heard a few ping as it pinged on mine.
Man, beard with pants. Bro, crypto, Michael, remember when you were doing that 72 hour and Cody came on?
Yeah.
He kind of gave us some ideas for like providing liquidity by going through the balancer pool, I think. Did you express those with the people within Beard with Pants, like the team?
Yeah, I mean, AS Yield, did you listen to that space? When Cody came on? Because if not, it's probably good to try and find it.
Yeah, bro, we need to listen to that again.
Yeah, because
Which one was that?
Well, it was the 72 hour live, but it was towards the end. I think it was the last day, and Cody was giving ideas about how you can utilize the balancer pool and create an LP and pretty much the same kind of stuff that you're talking about. But if you listen to it, it might kind of have that light bulb moment or something.
Do you know which?
Yeah, good point.
I'll find the clip and I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna send it to our either Discord or Telegram.
Yeah, good idea.
Because there was a lot of a lot of talking over 72 hours.
Yeah, I think it was the last. To be honest, it was only a short clip. I think it was the last 12-hour stream. The last one was the longest, I think.
Yeah, it was long.
Are they going to do a deep dive into the balancer pools? Because like Kevin sort of
It was
mentioned
15
that
hour long.
he had sat down with other.
Pardon?
No, sorry, I thought I was interrupting someone.
I'm just going to mute you, Rona, because I think you're watching TV or something at the same time.
Yeah, someone's watching TV. They've got a hot mic. They might not know.
No, it's not Ronak. Yeah. Someone's watching something. If you can mute it, whatever you're watching.
Skippy, turn that crap off, bro.
Wait.
Is it really?
Turn that crap off.
Fucking busy, guys. Now it's Formula One, 5 minutes.
Yeah, Formula One.
Yeah, I was asking about balancer with L1X. Like Kevin sort of like said, he showed people, and they're blown away when they saw the tech. He usually doesn't hype anything, so I'm just wondering, do we have like full details of exactly how good it is, what for what reason, and all that sort of stuff? Or
yeah, I don't think they've done. They've gone deep into the balancer pool yet, showing like what different LPs they've got, and I think that's probably one of the next AMAs maybe, because they'll have to do something on the balancer pool soon, won't they? Because it's all going to be kicking off soon.
Yeah. I mean, because I spend a lot of my time sort of like managing a portfolio of blue chips. So basically, I've got a readership that I write for once a week. And it's all blue chips. So we usually hold all of our cryptos, blue chip cryptos, in our own wallets. And like if I can get onto something where I'm single-sided staking or something like that into a balancer, or we're not going to control the weighting of each asset, even if it's a multi-balancer pool, that would be pretty significant.
So you're thinking of like probably possibly contributing to it for the fund that you look after.
Yeah, because I only make movements once every 7 days. In fact, there's like almost like you can call it like an epoch, or time weighted average or whatever, where I force myself I can't take action for 7 days every time I take an action. So it forces me into longer term charts to get more consistent results for the funds that I manage. So so something like if I had a minimum time to stake of 7 days or longer, or 7 days with the option to keep it going longer or cut it short, maybe. And I know that there's a few, coming through the ranks. There was, Rune, Thorchain, and Chain Flip, and a few things like that have started to sort of make a little bit of noise with with completely different technology, but they got heavily involved in the single-sided staking for blue chips. So I think there's a market there for sure. It'd be good if we could capture it with L1X.
All right, team. I'm heading out to bed. It's midnight here.
Cool, man.
Cool.
Adios.
Have a good night.
See you, man.
Yeah, it is midnight in the land of cheese.
On the East Coast.
Miss that.
Hey, I went off. My internet just disconnected then, so I don't know. Usually, I have like it'll be on like backup, so it'll be like an admin or whatever. So it went off and it's come back, and everything seems like it's working, but I don't. I think
Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, it's still working. They just don't have the screen on, and you're not on. In fact, I see your name, but there's no screen. Just like ASO just last too. Like his screen disappeared, but his name was still there. I don't know if you guys can you guys see? There you go.
Can you see me now?
Sorry to interrupt, but now I'm gonna go watch Formula One now. Sorry to interrupt you guys. I want to watch.
It's all good. Cheers, Skipper. You enjoy. You enjoy your F1.
Catch you
around.
around.
Bye, Skipper. Bye, Skipper.
See you.
See you, man.
See you.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You don't have your screen sharing on though at all. If you want to screen share L1X or anything, or no.
Oh, so what you're looking at me?
I'm looking. Well, there's nothing on the big screen on the big side. There's nothing.
Oh, right,
I'm seeing your Twitter page.
Yeah, it's gone. It's just blank, except for the colors.
It might be just you, Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll change my screen. Hang on, I'll change it to something else.
Yeah, because I can still see the Twitter page.
Yeah, no, it's on Twitter. I've just checked it, and I'm actually looking at it. I'm looking at it on Twitter, like the live stream, so I can see myself. Someone else has come up to talk. Oh, Garrett. I think it was Garrett who just dropped off and dropped back in again. Yeah. Someone.
There we go. I just have to leave and come back.
I was trying to invite any of the team on if any of the team fancied coming up.
You still have that layer 1X pre-launch on the bottom there scrolling too. If you can get rid of that, or like, I don't know.
The ticker.
Yeah.
Bro, that made me laugh.
Oh yeah, the ticker.
I didn't say it before, but now that there's a lull in the conversation, I can bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Let's change it.
And maybe we launch in 72 hours. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool, huh?
How about we launch on the Bitcoin halving?
We'll still another 72-hour live stream.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's it seems like a good idea at the time, but then when you start like hallucinating, you're so tired. Then you think, yeah, it's time to stop.
Whee!
Yeah, I went. I think that the first night I switched over to. The second night I was on Twitter. We did Twitter Spaces, I think. And I remember going off my computer and putting it on my phone, and I went to bed and just had Twitter Spaces next to me in bed, and I remember falling asleep, and I woke up and my phone was dead, and I didn't know what had gone on. I didn't know if the Twitter Spaces actually carried on or it just ended. I had no idea. I didn't even know where I was because I slept in the spare room. I've never slept in the spare room before. My wife loved it. She said, "Thank God you weren't doing that stupid noise with your mouth and you weren't snoring."
Oh shit! Don't let her get too used to that. You'd be staying in the spare room.
Pre-launch Formula One now. In fact, Formula One's already started, so it's not really that.
qualifying.
Pre-launch.
Yeah, it's good. This L1X community banter. That's more like it. You can probably do a lot more with this, like kind of the display and that. But I don't like messing about too much because I'll just make it go wrong. You can have like QR codes up and stuff and website links and different designs and different stuff. But in fact, I'll put my logo up. My logo should be up. Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Problem is
like
with the
cut-
logo, if you get
There
too
it
many
is.
people and it covers people's faces.
I was going to say that. At the moment, it doesn't. It's perfect.
Right.
Yeah, because I thought I'd be able to drag it about, like do you like move it more into the corner
Yeah.
because it's not in the corner for me. But I can't move it. I thought it's a bit of a stupid place, isn't it? You've got the logo that's the same place where it puts the people's faces. It'd be better off in the bottom left-hand corner or something.
Or as you say, the ability to just drag it and move it wherever you want.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. The more I'm in layer 1X, the more excited I get because you realise just how big of a thing it is, don't you? Like early on, you kind of grasp that it's a layer 1 blockchain and it's doing something that no other chain's done. But then the more time you spend here and you get to know like the team and who they've been talks with and the stuff that they don't tell you, like this is the bit that excites me is the stuff they don't tell you. Because if you think, well, what they're sharing is the stuff that they can share. So what are they not sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what they're not sharing, right? It's the good
Everyone
bits.
wants to know that.
The good
I mean,
bits. The really exciting bits.
I get told some stuff, but the problem is, like, I'll speak to like Mike and Matthew quite often, but no, it's really busy. I don't get to speak to them as much because they're too busy. So when it were quieter, I got to know more. Now it's busier. It's like, damn, I'm not even getting the alpha anymore. I'm not even. I don't hear it because they're just so damn busy with everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Is the node calculator have been updated?
I can try. I don't actually know. I've not tried it. Hang on, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I played with it today, but I don't know how accurate it is. But what I saw, if it is accurate, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, well, I mean, one ELN at $5 is like 30.
Well, they said the validator commissions were between 30 and 60% or something like that.
Is this 7,000 L1X? Is the accurate one?
Well, that's just that's.
It's just
I
one.
mean, that doesn't change. The L1X doesn't change, does it? It's the value what changes.
Yeah, it's the value.
If number
you
of
get
nodes,
the validator commission there, you also
number of
have
nodes.
hosting.
Yeah, if
but
more number of nodes comes out, like 800.
Yeah, it doesn't affect it at all. It doesn't matter.
And it won't let you change it. You can't go over 160. Well, there you go.
But
do that.
Well, no. When you change it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
It doesn't change how many L1X you have though. So that doesn't ever change.
Yeah, that doesn't change at all.
That's how many nodes you've got.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Because I remember changing it before. You can have 800 or 160. The rewards you earn, you still get. I mean, it's actually working now because remember before it weren't doubling up, were it? Like you'd put 2 and it'd like add 1,000. So if you put 3, that should go to like 21,000.
Yeah. Well, see the validator commission too, because I think that'll change too. I thought too, because I read somewhere it was 30 to 60%. I thought.
It means L1X coin rewards would not be changed if there will be more number of nodes.
Yeah. That stays the same. The nodes, the rewards that you.
So there is
I mean, if that's correct.
Type of thing.
I think it's
changes
all
with the validator commission and the probability of L1X stake too. And it only changes with those numbers, and then the
because I think when
those numbers around.
I think when Kevin did all this, I think the amount of L1X you're going to be getting is reflective of the total number of nodes being sold out, which there will be anyway, won't there? Like all them nodes will be gone. They're not going to be.
They are already pretty much like. They almost are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a full validator node. I've only got event listener nodes. But I mean,
I don't
I'm
have
pretty
any.
happy. I mean, if you look at that,
I have nothing.
I mean, come on, if this is accurate, right? I'll have four ELNs.
And if it's accurate, I'll have two. I'll have two ELNs.
Four ELNs. You'll get
incredible.
140k a year.
And that's it. Yeah.
Just depends how accurate. Just depends how accurate the ELNs are, doesn't it? Because it kind of, if you think about it, it's cheap. It's cheaper to have four. It's cheaper to have 4 ELNs than one full validator node. Yeah, you earn just the same amount according to the calculator. And somehow I think is that right? It doesn't seem right, does it? It doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
but if it is, it'd be incredible.
I think the ELNs might be okay. Like there was I think I heard something said where in the future it might surprise us how much it does earn, but not at the start. The full validator nodes will earn more at the start. That was the impression.
Yeah, but I think, but they're gonna give you. They're gonna they've got a reserve, aren't they, in the pool, like to compensate. So like even in the early days when the nodes aren't getting as much use, they've got like that. They've got like an allotment of L1X to kind of distribute to make it worthwhile. But how much that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys are going to host the node in cloud or by yourself?
Cloud. It makes most sense.
Cloud.
It makes the most sense to have the most time. You don't want any outages, so it makes the most sense to have a cloud.
Yeah, you get the good processor, good RAM.
Yeah, and it'll be a nominal fee. I mean, it won't be that terrible. Yeah. It'll be a lot more expensive to do it at home because you'll have to upgrade everything and, pay more, better internet, better computer, all this stuff. And if you don't have that, cloud service.
We need internet, I think, for that, right? We need the internet.
Yeah. You need 100% uptime, like never down.
Yeah. No downtime whatsoever.
That's the thing.
I've got 100 gigabytes or megabytes per second, megabytes.
Yeah.
Which is
that's what I have. It's not enough. It's clearly not enough.
And I got a notice because my landlord pays for the internet, and they just put out a notice saying, just be careful, just over the next few weeks or months because of upgrades, there's going to be a bit of choppy service. And I'm thinking, because before I was going to host I was going to run the node from my study computer because I've got an actual gaming computer. It's a desktop, and I don't use it. I actually got it all set up there because I was going to run a node for a different blockchain. So it's all ready to go. But yeah, I just don't have the control over the internet service. So I'm going to host all my nodes cloud.
I think ELN node hosting will be from May. It's May itself, right?
Yeah, further away. Yeah, that's what my understanding.
Right.
It'll be the full nodes we'll get up and running first.
Yeah.
And I think that ties into our listings on the SEXs, the centralized exchanges. The amount of nodes we need full nodes, not so much event listener nodes. Because of their understanding.
Yeah, we'll find that all out on the 12th, I think.
Starlord is saying the problem is when you go on holiday and there is an issue, you are there to sort it out.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's without hiccups, is it? So you just don't want to be down. You don't want to have downtime, and then you can sort of just be generous with what you give back stakers, and then just have a good supply of people staking on your node.
That's it. The people that are going to have the most success with nodes are the ones that have got the most uptime and offer the best rewards. And you're going to be fighting because there's
And I
going to
hope
be
I'm doing
multiple
it.
people. Yeah, so people that don't offer the higher rewards aren't going to get as many people staking. It's only when they start filling up. So I think sometimes they can max out, can't they? You can reach a limit.
Yeah, I want to host. I want to stake on my own node, so I want to offer great rewards, for myself, obviously, but I want everybody to want to stake on mine too. So,
yeah, I mean the rewards, obviously, you're benefiting, but you're giving them out of the rewards that you get to allocate to your stakers anyway. So, like, even if you didn't stake yourself, you'd still benefit because you're not giving them. You're not giving them out to yourself, are you? You've already got them.
Yeah, well, you already got them, but you're also staking and you're giving them to yourself too because you can stake more on it. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It'd be good if we just. It'd be good if we could just say, here's a good ratio. How about, you give back 90% to the people who are staking on your node and you keep 10 or 95%. I hate commoditizing the actual node as a service. You know what I mean? Like, I just, there's no good way of measuring it out in the marketplace apart from just throwing all your margin away. Even Kevin said, 98, 99%, I would give back to the stakers. It's like, well, there's not going to be that many nodes to start with. Like,
right?
I don't really like the commoditization of the pricing of running, allowing people to go onto your node and stake on there. But it does, like you say, it does free up your money, and that's the whole point. You have to. It'd be good to be able to. There's a functionality where you could test the market more. So you're not giving away needless margin or whatever.
Yeah, because they're 30 days, aren't they? They're gonna be in like 30-day lockups, aren't they, for staking? So once you've agreed to that,
you got to
like a new agreement. 30 days, but you can change that after 30 days, so you can adjust it as time goes on, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good. It'd be good if you had something where you could, okay, this is what I think, and then you could slowly bring it down over time to give yourself less margin until you caught up with where the market sentiment is at. Rather than giving away too much. It's in that way. It's just
in all honesty, it's just like launching a token, isn't it? Like in the end, the market decides the price. When it gets to a point where people have bought and sold, and it's where it's at, it'll be the same thing, won't it? With the staking, people will try different APRs for people, and one of them will pop. One of them will be like that perfect balance.
Yeah.
I mean, 98% seems a lot to give away, though, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Staking. You're pretty much not benefiting from it. You're gaining 2%.
At that point, you're only just freeing up the funds that you've got staked. That's pretty much all you're doing at that point.
I might be mistaken, but I thought Kevin said a good amount is 2 or 3% to offer for staking into a node. I think that's what he said, but I'm not positive.
Was that not the other way? Was that not 2% what you keep, and like the rest is for everyone? Because if you look at other staking, I mean, like I think Ethereum's is that about 5%, some 4% for staking on ETH to an Ethereum node.
Yeah.
Because Kevin put out like a spread, well, not like a graph. And it showed L1X, and it showed all the competitors for staking. And I know Ethereum was pretty low. It wasn't very high at all. I think like Polkadot was around 9%. Some of them a lot higher, but none of them were ridiculously high.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait till next Friday to find out.
Right.
And that's the one I'm really looking forward to. I'll be there for that. Yeah. It's most important, very important for us node hosters. So,
yeah. Just
wish then hopefully we'll find out later on. Then hopefully we'll find out during that AMA about the reserve nodes for the people that had them in V1 because I still need mine.
Well, I had to. You don't need yours. You don't need yours, Garrett.
I do need mine. I don't have any.
I've got 2.
They're owed to me, so I want them. You know what I mean? Like they're mine. I already had them. But everybody was able to opt into more nodes than they were like should have been able to. Like I think they should have allowed everybody to get the nodes that they had, and if there were nodes left, then people could opt in. But they did it all crazy. To be honest, I think they messed up. They dropped the ball.
You're right. You're right. With event listener nodes, they sort of ran out, didn't they? So
they dropped the ball and they let too many people opt into more than they had in the first place, screwing the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
but
I think everyone's guaranteed a node though that reserved one. So if you open,
yeah,
if
I had
anyone
two,
opened
so
a
I want
ticket-
two. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to top up for it because I don't even have as many coins now because of all the new vesting. So it's like I'm probably gonna be left out. Is how I feel.
I'll sell you a node, brother.
Just do a Michael Saylor, just remortgage your house.
I had a house. You can see
what could
you
go
see my
wrong?
camera. It's a small apartment.
I keep thinking because I want to. I'm like in some meme coins at the minute, and I'm praying just one of them pops because I want to I want to cash out. I want to cash out $12,500 so I can get myself an FVN.
Right.
Yeah, just hoping
lovely,
one comes through.
Yeah, if one of mine pops off, I could at least get buy some event listener nodes. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I've got enough. I've got enough now for an event listener node, but I'm just hoping they go more. They could go the other way and go to zero. They could go to nothing though as well.
I've got enough for an event listener node, and so I've got one of those and four full nodes. So
you've got four valid. You got four full validators. Oh, me, dude.
Yeah, four full nodes, but I'm only owed 2 from the first go round.
Yeah.
So
I have nothing in my own too. So.
And I got one event listener node this time because I couldn't actually have more than 5 in total. So I've actually lost an event listener node because I got four validator nodes. But if they do, we're going to readjust me and say, okay, look, dude, you got 4 here. You only got really 2 last time. And then I'd have create a ticket to get an extra event listener nodes because I got so much left over because obviously it's half the amount that I need. Yeah. So, but I could make up my 5 with event listener nodes or something like that. Still be pretty happy with that. But I'm really keen for the full validator nodes. But yeah, if it becomes harder or something like that, or if someone's missing out on a full validator node, I'm happy to be flexible. Help out someone in the community or.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get an FVN, but the problem is I need to. It's hard, isn't it? Because with an FVN, you need the L1X. You need to buy L1X, don't you? Or you need to have private public. You need to have it. Yeah, so even if you've got enough L1X, you're screwed if they vested because they vested for so long. It's going to take you that long to get enough to buy a full validator node at that point. You could be waiting a while, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's true.
Like currently I've got 10,000 L1X just sat there. So they're I've gone through the sanitization, but I've not got obviously I've not attached them to a node yet. So because I'm waiting to see if I can accumulate 15,000 more L1X to get an FVN. That's the idea anyway.
Yeah. I think I've got about the same, but I've hit my limit of what I can buy.
I'd be happy with just the 2 event listener nodes, honestly. To get a full validator node would be great, but 2 ELNs is good for me. That'll still be retirement, honestly.
Oh yeah, bro. I think just 1 ELN was satisfy a lot of people.
Well, I mean, shit. One ELN when it gets to $10, that's going to be giving you. What's that? That ain't working.
70 grand. It's like $70K. It's $70,000 because it's $7K. It's 7,000 L1X. Yeah, so 7,000 L1X. So at $10 is like $70,000, which is very good money.
Yeah, it's more than a full-time income.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's more than I make.
way more than I've made in many years.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? You've got this little node that just does its thing, and it's going to replace salaries.
It is crazy when you think
Right.
about it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
what do you do? What do you do for a living? Well, I was just lucky enough to buy some nodes,
I travel.
and they're paying me a salary. You can be a digital nomad.
I mean,
I
eventually,
just
I want to get there, bro.
just host
Just
a
buy
node.
nodes and live off of nodes. Like,
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah,
I host
yeah.
nodes.
That's the thing, innit? You don't even need to sell any of your nodes, do you? That's the beauty.
You don't even need to sell any of your coins. Like the coins
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep adding up and adding up.
Yeah, you want to sort of get your yield, compound to buy more coins, and just use some of your yield. So that over time you end up with more coins, and your
Right.
yield going up over time. So
Yeah.
at least you're beating the hurdle rate of inflation and things like that. If things are pretty stable, it's a good long-term plan to do that. Yeah, for sure. I do that with
Having
other
white
things too.
into all the projects that launch on L1X is a very good opportunity as well. That's just going to print more L1X coins for everybody that invests in them. Really.
Yeah.
Do any of yours screens do this when you got it on computer?
yeah, Crypto Cycle. Mine
Yeah.
was doing
Yep.
that until
Mine does that.
If you enlarge the screen, like what would it be like? The FN button with the plus or minus sign.
I don't
You
know if it
increase,
does that.
you increase your screen percentage. Maybe I don't know. That's what you're doing. That worked for me personally. Like if I went to 110%, it worked. But I guess it's not working for you.
It does that to
Yeah,
me
no,
with something else too. Yeah, there's something else that does it with me other than that also. I don't know what it was. I forget what it was. But yeah, it might have been the X perks or something that does it also.
Yeah,
Man,
Balance
it's not
Pool
getting
is
me
that
to
for me.
it right now. Otherwise, I'd try.
Which
Yeah, that
Balance
sounds
Pool
good.
is up and working again, which is nice to see.
I know we've probably done it already, but have you actually worked out what full nodes as an estimate on the calculator is working out to?
Yeah, we haven't messed with that yet. So good. Yeah, we can do that.
What price?
That's the only
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
Do
give
$1 just to be
$1. Yeah, do $1 for the full validator node, and then we'll start there.
Let's go $4.
Okay,
$4.
that's reasonable.
$4. It's got to land in there for at some point for.
You're on the
certain amount of
ELN
time.
right now.
That's a really easy mark, I think, too. Yeah. I have to excuse myself a moment here.
Lord have mercy.
$200,000 a year.
Wow. What for one full validator node?
That's what I've got it
So
as. One
yeah.
FVN.
And that's based on a $4 price. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
sounds
hilarious.
pretty good.
That's hilarious.
Let's go down to what it is, the actual launch price, 50 cents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to refresh the screen. It doesn't.
So it makes sense when these nodes can get so expensive when you're selling them. Because was it Kevin or who was saying like in the peak of the bull run, last bull run, Solana nodes were going for like $285,000.
Whoa.
Like it
Well,
makes
that's the
sense.
thing. Like, yeah, the price of a node, like it's relative to the price of the token, isn't it? So like if one node is generating X amount of L1X per year, and that L1X is so much. If you look at like Amazon businesses, for instance, they have multipliers on them, so they'll have like they'll have a valuation for 1 year, and then they'll sometimes multiply that out, God knows how many years, because you're selling it for future value as well. Now with crypto, it's a little bit more difficult because of the cycles, but it's good. It's always going to be worth at least one year, in it. Like you look at like for this at 50 cents, it's worth $25,000. So if it stayed 50 cents, it can't be any less than that, because that's what you're going to return on 1 year.
Right.
That's logical.
So you'd normally kind of map it out to again, if it's a real world business, you might do like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line and do a calculator on that. But I don't know how they do it with. I don't know how they do it with like crypto. It's because the thing is with crypto, like you've got your cycles, but typically, like protocols keep going up in value as well, don't they? They mature and become more costly as time goes on.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes
I mean,
you
if
can
you
have.
think-
I was going to say sometimes you can have the layer 1 token. It'll peak out and then it'll sort of like start sort of cascading down, and you could switch out at that point of the cycle and into a stable coin until you can see it sort of finds a bottom, and then you can switch back into it again, sort of thing, I suppose. But it makes it hard when you're staking that for your nodes. You got to just like stick with it.
Yeah, I mean,
that single asset.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like, how long is it going to take for this to get to $1 billion market cap? And once it gets to $1 billion, it's gonna then go. It's probably going to go a lot faster, a lot higher, a lot quicker. But at $1 billion market cap, that puts L1X at $25, which that'd give you a return of $337,000 off one full validator node.
Wow.
If the price stayed at that, yeah.
Well, at a $1 billion market cap. But the thing is, when it gets to $1 billion, it's probably not going to stay there for long anyway, because I think it'll start getting more traction.
Shit, bro. It's so wild.
I mean, I mean, this amount is going to fluctuate all the time, isn't it? It's never going to stay the same because month on month, the price of L1X is going to be different.
Yeah.
But I mean, daily. I mean, look at it daily. Like $1 billion market cap, it's giving you $925 a day.
That's crazy. I'm slapping my boss and telling him I'm quitting.
Yeah. Like, who's your boss, man?
I don't know what else to say.
What? I've got a CEO that goes by the name of Full Validator, and I've got a managing director that goes by the name of Event Listener.
Yeah. And the current boss is like, watch your mouth. Yeah.
Bro. Watch your tone.
Where have you been? Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. Yeah, the nodes are pretty exciting, aren't they? I think it's going to be a small club, isn't it? If you think about it, there's only 1,600 for now, both, but in reality, that's probably divided up into about, I don't know how many people do you reckon have got all of them? Like,
right,
400.
A lot of us have
400 or something.
nodes.
Yeah, you're right. It would be about 400 people.
Yeah, because most people are going to have at least, probably, I reckon four per person. Like ELNs, maybe less. I don't know. Depends how many. The thing is, on average, no one knows, do they? Because a lot of people are going to have multiple wallets. Like, it's not limited per person; it's limited per wallet.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they can't limit per person, can they? Because they don't know. You got a new. I mean, I've got four. I've got 4 L1X wallets, so I could have like what maximum on each wallet if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Money totally.
So could anyone. Like.
Yeah.
So it said wallets don't represent people, do they? I mean, I must have about 1,000 wallets combined between all the shit I've created wallets for.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want that many wallets. I mean, on L1X, I want to keep it kind of organized. Too much wallets just gives you stress. You don't know where you're coming or going, where you keep everything.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
L1X, so aren't they doing to where all the wallets will kind of be into one wallet though? Like
I was thinking about that yesterday actually, because like, well, obviously we're talking about different wallets. Just talking about the wallet, like you just brought up, like, so if we're going to be the universal translator between blockchains, wouldn't we also want to handle that last little thing where you got like our ENS or our address or our our domain is our wallet, and everything is compatible and will actually automatically just allow people to send money to that and work out which chain it's coming from.
I think that's what it'll be, isn't it? I think that's the
like automatically.
Yeah. Yeah, just what? Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? Like whatever chain's connected to L1X, they can just send straight to your wallet. Won't make
they'll
any
work it out.
difference.
Right.
And but then when we open up our wallet, we've got an EVN, we've got a non-EVN, and we've got an L1X wallet when you actually open up your wallet inside. So it'd be interesting if we could have all that as like just showing the one thing. You know, that would simplify our wallet even further, but it would make it a lot harder. You know,
Yeah, just have
like,
one viewpoint.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Because I mean, if you look at wallets like Exodus, you know, they advertise, you know, the one wallet, you won't need anything else. This is the one wallet you'll ever use. You know, it's like, sure, you know, you're so far behind and pulling in the Ethereum crowd where everyone's using DeFi over here. You guys are just like, you had the right idea. You're just not with the actual on the ground people that are using the DeFi. Because we can't afford Ethereum gas fees. But they sort of got the right idea. But that's interesting. I wonder what their approach is, because I think I've got their wallet as an extension on my PC.
I love Exodus wallet, mate. I think it's.
I love it when it goes ka-ching when money comes in.
Yeah, you log in, cha-ching. Yeah,
it just appeals to the child in me.
Yeah, I love that as well. The ching.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Johnny Casino. Got to be a DJ with a name like Casino, aren't you? It's funny when you get people, when you hear people speaking for the first time, like, because you kind of, if you never heard them speak, the voice behind the name, it's always strange. Because like for me, like, because I always do content and stuff. Like the first time I went into the L1X offices after doing content for a while, like people recognizing me and used to my voice, and it's like weird for me because I don't know anybody. Like everyone's used to, everyone knows what I sound like, and well, everyone knows what I look like as well. Like I don't know what anyone looks like. I don't know what anyone sounds like. So when I saw Bronx for the first time, I've heard Bronx in person. I've heard Bronx on Spaces or whatever. But when I seen him, I had no idea what he looked like. It's like, oh my god, you're completely different to what I imagined. So how long have we been? So we've got like there's 108 people. 5 on YouTube, 105 on Twitter. The other thing is with Twitter, right? I never know how accurate it is, because with YouTube, that's the amount of viewers that are watching, like at the moment. If one of them viewers dropped off, then that'd go down.
Yeah,
with Twitter, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it just shows you the total number that have joined the space and possibly left as well.
Yeah, I've always wondered that crypto cycle. Is it more of not actual viewers, but just views, right? So if I come up and look at it, I leave, it keeps the view, not the viewer. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I think. Because we had I think the biggest viewer count we had were like 1,900, but this were like streaming for hours and hours and hours. I thought, you can't retain that many people. Like, I mean, I'm not being funny. I mean, I'm no David Beckham, am I? Like, and I'm not going to retain viewers that long when there's like me, Ronak. Well, there's like a handful of people in the chat.
Well, it depends, mate.
No, there was a lot.
Crypto Psycho depends whether you're fully dressed on it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Take your shirt off.
That's not something you want to see, believe me.
187 million, or wasn't it?
I keep meaning to get in like a workout regime, but I've got this weird kind of mentality where I keep thinking, right, when I'm a millionaire, then I'll have a millionaire's body. I'll look after myself. But until then, I'm just lazy. I can't be bothered. I just think, well, I work all day, and then I do like lives and I do content. I don't have any time, but then that's just an excuse, because if I wanted to work out, you'd make time, wouldn't you? You'd fit in. So, and I just keep thinking, right, okay, well, once I don't need to go to work, then I'll have a regime where I work out. But like for me, I just want to. It's just cardio, like high intensity cardio. That's all I don't want like a bodybuilder's body. I just want to shred the body fat and just get ripped. And high intensity cardio is like one of them that gets you pretty well toned.
It's pretty much,
I'll tell you
it's
this,
pretty
man,
much what you eat. Sorry, go ahead.
My bad, brother. Just me personally, because I'm into fitness and I like cardio, get my heart rate up. But when the what would it be, the influencer page on the app?
Yeah.
Like I definitely want to utilize that, and I would like to start like a fitness stream or any of that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely be posting videos.
Dude, we can do it. We can do it.
High intensity. I'm like, my mission now, crypto, is to get you in shape. Then, if that's the case, bro, like,
yeah, you can be my heaven mentor
for sure. Yeah, I'm into calisthenics and body weight movement, so that's my thing, and I love high intensity workouts. So.
Dude, we could do live streams together. I mean, I don't know how that. I don't know how that'd work, like working out on a live stream, but it could work, couldn't it?
I mean, I figure, bro. I'm just gonna be at the park. I'm gonna put the live stream on and just work out. If people want to come in and join or ask questions, whatever, I'll get to them. But yeah, that's kind of just what I'm planning.
That's cool.
Actually, I'm actually lucky. This next Wednesday, there is a physical fitness trainer coming to teach us how to use the equipment that they just built for our apartment complex. So we have like a new fitness room. So I'm like really looking forward to that. So I can start lifting weights and doing some workouts and losing weight again, so I can get my my knees fixed. I have problems with my legs, so I gotta start working out. And they finally have workout equipment that I can use. So I'm very happy now.
That's cool. That's amazing, brother. Yeah, have that mentality. And I'll tell you this, man, it's fun talking about money and the price of L1X and all this stuff, but health is wealth, for real, right? Like, this is a longevity thing. It's a marathon. So health is wealth. Movement is medicine. It's fun to, have money, but
health and wellness.
If you're sick and you're hurting all the time and all that crap, like, what's money? So
right.
We got to be healthy, brother.
Money can't take my pain away.
Right.
Yeah,
it can take your pains of life away.
Let's just spend the money on surgery and all this stuff.
It can take the pains of life away, but it can't take your pain away.
I'll tell you a story. I was, before I come to Australia, I was planning on joining the Australian police force. So I started trying to get in shape before I got here. And there's a guy in America, I can't remember his real name, but he has this workout and it's called Insanity. It's called Insanity, and it's just high intensity cardio. And I bought his DVD set. This is back in the day where you bought DVD sets. And I was doing this workout, and one of the workouts, it was skipping, and I can't skip. So I thought, well, you don't need a skipping rope. So I thought, well, I'll just skip without a skipping rope. And I used to do it in the lounge. So at night, I'd do it in the lounge at night, and I'd just be in my shorts. I'd have no top on, and I was skipping with no rope. So I would pretend skipping with no rope, pretty much naked. And someone walked past the window and they would have stopped and they're just looking straight at me.
You're pretending to jump rope.
And I'm just bouncing up and down, skipping with no skipping rope. Thought, what is this guy on? Yeah.
There's an adult having a tantrum in the window there. Look at him.
Yeah. But if you think about it, right, we're skipping. You don't need the rope. The skipping is the cardio, isn't it? The bouncing up and down. You just look like an idiot.
Yeah, but you got your arms, you're jumping up and down. You also have the arm movement. You got the arm movement and the legs jumping up and down. So you got to at least do that. If you do that, then you got the whole movement. Jumping up and down with your arms like this. Look what I can do.
It's quite funny, actually. My wife and daughter, right, they'd come home. And I'd be like giving it everything. Like this, you had 1 day off a week, and some days would be like 40 minutes, Other days would be like an hour and 5 minutes, and they'd mix it up so you'd have all your different kind of movements where you'd literally you just went hard, and you'd have a break for like, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, where you can just about catch your breath, get some liquid down you, and go again. But I took pictures every day. Every day I'd done it, I took selfies. I did it for about 2 months, and I shaped up so much, and I stopped having any fizzy drinks. I stopped eating crisps, chocolate, sweets, and if I were hungry, I'd have like nuts, and I just drink water, and it made a big difference. But I didn't sustain it. I got weak. I need to. I mean, obviously, you don't need to go so hard, do you? But I mean, that was like an extreme example, but
Yeah.
I think the food as well. You got to control what you eat.
Yeah, I think the food's the number one thing, and then as far as the exercise, I just walk every day, and then I go to gym once a week for weight training. And like you said, I'm not trying to look like Mr. Universe or anything like that, but it really saved me recently when I had that heart issue. Like my heart was like strong as like I needed to come back from stopping and starting it. Like, yeah, it was really weird, but they resuscitated me 3 times.
Jeez.
3 times I died, yeah.
So you died, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been hitting the gym hard with a personal trainer for like 1.5 years, 2 years, and I hired a nutritionist as well. So I had really good nutrition, low carb, no bad oils, just like I just did everything at the same time leading up to this event. And then when I had the event, it was like caught it just in time, got the right help, and then I was able to make it through all the resuscitation, because I was actually in good shape. Now for the next possibility of it happening again, I just got to monitor the areas where I know that I'm moving in the right direction, so I can't get a clot or whatever it might be that's going to cause it. So, but there's like certain metabolic markers you can follow. I just got to go a little bit deeper. But there's people internationally you can hire if you've got anything specific with your body as well, which is interesting. But what you eat, keeping your carbs low, having the right fats, like low fat. I'm not really like low fat. I'm actually very fat adapted. And no deep fried foods with canola oil.
Deep fried foods are the worst. America,
they're the worst.
They're looking to kill us all here.
We've just got an air fryer recently, and I love it. No
That's
oil
great.
I love mine. Yeah, I got
That's
one
a
too.
very good thing to have.
Yeah. Air fryers
I love it.
are wonderful.
Because we love like we really love mashed potato and like home cooked meals because I cook myself. But the mashed potato itself is just all carbs, but it's basically like carbs strung together, or sugar. Yeah, so they'll turn into sugar eventually. It's just strung together if you have too much, so you got to just control it. But it's everything in proportion, I suppose. Yeah, and just knock out the worst things. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I mean, I'm not like obese or anything, but when you do that BMI check and you look, I mean, I've got a belly. That's the thing. I've got a stomach, and I think most guys do, don't they? Most guys, legs, arms, everything's normal, but then belly is where most guys put the weight on. Whereas women can put it all over, can't they? Legs, hips.
Yeah, right. Legs, arms, all
fat.
over, breast, butt, the whole thing. But us, it's like all right in here. It seems like.
Yeah, visceral belly fat, and that's carbs, sugar, alcohol. That'll put it straight on you, I think.
I'm glad I don't drink then.
Yeah, I mean, I drink very little alcohol. I try and not drink too much fizzy stuff. I mean, I do drink water, but I actually like tasting something, and water doesn't really have. So I drink a lot of like probably grape juice, which has probably got way too much sugar in it.
Super sweet.
Maybe. Even if you eat a lot of fruit, even though it's natural and it's got fiber, there's still fructose in it, so which is sugar. Mashed potatoes, I said something we both love, me and my wife. We eat it every day as part of a evening meal, but so I try to not to have it every day because we like it so much. But but it's hard. It's hard not to have too much. Just put the right, get the right proportions, you know.
Yeah. I could just eat.
Lots
I
of-
could just eat meat every day, mate. I could just eat. I could literally have chicken, mincemeat, steak. I could just eat that. But it obviously gets expensive, doesn't it? It gets expensive if that's all you're eating.
Not really, because if you look at your satiation level, it comes from animal fats. So there's that little trigger that says, "Oh, I'm full now, stop eating," is usually triggered by animal fat. So if you're eating like a ribeye or you know, it's more likely you're going to get to that point, and your brain will just go, "Yep." Because I did carnivore for diet for like 8-9 months, almost a year. I don't suggest it as a permanent diet. Like it's like ketos. I don't sort of recommend that as a permanent diet. But it's really good for insulin resistance and diabetics and stuff. And it can really put you.
Is that all you ate then for 9 months? You just literally ate meat.
Yeah, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. So yeah, it was really good, and I loved it. And as you said, I could eat it all the time. It's quite easy. You are cooking your own food all the time, so you're not buying stuff out. But there's occasionally I'd go out and I'd say I could get them to just make a steak or something like that. It was good. It was pretty good. And you know what? I lost a lot of weight because I was cutting out carbs, sugar, alcohol, and just doing that diet. Well, you'll just lose. So there's nothing to make you put on weight.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, butter's like got the good fats in it as well, and I think people.
That's right.
People stress about butter. But it's the good stuff. It's not. You're not eating the bad stuff, are you? Like think about your grandparents, right? There were no fast
100%.
food. There were no takeaways. Like literally, if you wanted something, you cooked it and you'd eat every part of an animal, the tripe, you'd have full fat butter, you'd have full fat milk. And a lot of these, and even looking at Italian cultures now that are the elderly, where they eat the stable diet is all that like natural fats and
the good stuff. Mediterranean diet.
They live longer than anyone else.
Yeah, they just keep going and going because they're not having bad fats. Even their I think it was Joe Rogan or something like that. He was talking about Italian food, and when he goes to Italy, eats Italian food in Italy, he doesn't get all bloated and fat, right? But when he comes back and eats it in an American town, you know, the flour they use is different. You know, it's completely different. He just puts on all this weight, like because it's all empty carbs. There's no nutrition in there. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I need to. If I want to do all that, my wife is like, "Well, you do it then. You cook it," because my wife does all the cooking. But in reality, it's like, let's keep it simple. Like as they say, like they're saying, keep it simple, stupid. Well, if you're just being a carnivore, you can't get any more simple, stupid than that, can you? You just basically you're cooking meat as it is, and just eating it as it is. Cut out the like today. I had for breakfast, I had eggs and bacon, but I had it on like whole grain bread. In reality, I should have just had more bacon and more eggs and no bread.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, you have the potatoes, you have the bread, and a lot of it's basically just filling, isn't it? Just to
empty carbs, yeah. Because you look at white rice, like there were like 50, 60 years ago, they'd campaigned. A World Hunger Association would say, please send your donations to help these people starving in this country, and they'd save up and they'd ship out rice to that country, grains of rice, and it would actually save them from starvation. The white rice that we have nowadays is so washed and processed. It's like the bread, and the flour we have now. There's no nutritional value in there. If you said, they'd laugh at us if we sent rice out to their country unless it was like proper, brown rice or something with some nutrient value.
Yeah. And I was looking at the white bread and like the brown bread, and I mean a lot of it's just bleach, just bloody bleaching that makes it what it is.
Same as a vegetable oil, the canola oils, like they actually bleach it to get to that color in a factory. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that color. That clear color when they pour it out. Manufactured.
Yeah.
Bleach. Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
I think I'm gonna drop. I think I'm gonna drop out of this stream just because my wife will be nagging me if I just disappear for too long. But we've been good.
of
It's been
course.
going. It's been going for like 2 hours 20 minutes. Because the thing is, I think if you keep them shorter, you can keep them more regular as well. If you have them long, they kind of take over too much of people's days, don't they? Like obviously it's Sunday as well. People have got lives as well to do other shit. So
Yeah,
maybe we can do one tomorrow, the next day or something.
yeah. No, I'll keep doing them. Like because what I'm thinking is rather than necessarily creating content for YouTube, I think it's more beneficial to just do spaces and just do this because it's bringing people into the chat, and even if they don't want to speak, it's content for Twitter as well. People are seeing Layer 1X and learning a little bit about it. I mean, okay, all being said, we've not really been hardcore Layer 1X, but I think the beauty of having a space is you don't brainwash people, you don't overwhelm people, you don't ram it down people's throats either. You just want to keep it organic and loosely speak about a subject, because otherwise it just feels like you're in this room where no one can speak about anything apart from a specific subject, and to me that becomes a little bit boring.
It's a religious cult. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a purpose for what you want.
Yeah. You want to. Well, you want to have that bit of freedom, don't you? Where you can just have a chat. Like now, we're talking about like fitness and canola oil and stuff. I mean, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? L1X community banter, and we're talking about the bleaching of bread. Crazy, yeah.
That's it. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll end it now. But yeah, appreciate everyone that's jumped on the call and chatted, and anyone that's listening. And yeah, we'll have another space again soon. So take care, guys, and catch you on the next one.
Thanks, mate.